So the question today is, how can I raise $100,000 for my film? Well, one of the things that I would say is, especially if you're a first-time filmmaker, is to look at genres that are profitable. The genre that most buyers walk in when they walk into our meetings at the film markets, and we say, what genres are you looking for? Almost across the board, the first thing out of their mouth is action. They say action, right? So now, action with cast, I've heard some of them say, and that might be a lot tougher for your $100,000 movie. But you look at some types of those genres: action, a sci-fi, a martial arts movie, which obviously could be an action movie, a horror movie to a certain extent. The key is you go to American Film Market, or you go to Berlin or Cannes, and you see that there's 7,000 horror movies, and then you start going, oh, okay, there's so many, they're flooded. So I would say a good quality horror movie that checks the right boxes for the horror fans and gives them what it promises on. That could be good. A suspense thriller. On the other side, those genres that are tougher to sell, the edgy dramas, or the edgy comedies, that's very tough. One thing that we've noticed is if the drama is family-oriented, like meaning you can watch it with your whole family, or the comedy, you laugh with your whole family, those could actually sell very well. Like a rom-com that's vanilla could sell very well. So going back to the idea of, all right, how do I raise $100,000? So first you look at the genre. Second, you look at attaching some cast that could potentially sell your movie, and you don't just go, "Wow, it's $100,000. I can't get any cast for that." That's wrong. You could get cast for that. Really, you should be actually thinking, do the movie for $50,000 and spend $50,000 on your cast and get some names in there, right? Or a name in there. I think that a lot of times independent filmmakers think, well, my budget's too small, I can't get cast, and that's a mistake. You need cast to sell no matter what. I mean, it happens all the time when buyers ask, who's in it, or who's the recognizable cast, and you put that cast on a poster or something like that, and you're just giving yourself the leg up on there. But again, what I'm getting at, and I've said this many times in different videos and all, is that the more value you can add, I said we started with genre, and then we're talking about cast. Maybe it's locations. Maybe you have this. It's a really cool post-apocalyptic action-y type thing, and you found a location that's already art directed because that's what they do. They do paintball or something in there, and you have access to this location or something like that where there's just this value, and that's, again, I've talked about the tipping point. You put so much value into this. You're in the right idea, the right mindset. That $100,000 movie really has to have like $500,000 or $600,000 worth of value. And if you can get to that point, then it's relatively easy to raise the money, because then it just makes so much sense at that point, and you've hit that tipping point of more value. So if you're ever stuck and you go, I want to raise $100,000 and I'm stuck, just start putting more value on. Raise a little bit of money, $5,000 or so, and start working things and working full time. Maybe raise $10,000 and get a casting director on board. Try to get that bigger star that you're going to attach, and then piecing the film together. Suddenly, raising $100,000 seems pretty easy.